Good morning, Gemini. It's good to see you this beautiful morning. I've laid your cards out, and yes, you'll get to see me shuffle more. Please prepare and anticipate. Yes, I'm going to have the overhead camera. It's just not on today. I haven't created it yet, but it's coming. There's a situation here where, like, someone's in their head a lot. And that might be the case because Uranus is in your sign. And so the spinning and the back and forth, also insomnia could also be affecting you as well. I do know that Pluto is also touching you. So this inner thought thing, it's supposed to be creating a large transformation of some kind. If there's something that you personally have been struggling with, I do see that someone kind of wants to stand up and fight or defend for this 9 of Wands thing that's in the reverse. And it's an action here that would tell me something got dropped or left behind. It can also express prison or jail, but whatever has locked someone up in their mind, it may have to do with a perception of some sort that, I see the stress, you know what I mean? But I can also tell that someone wants to jump in here and offer a cup of love, like they want to inspire, quite possibly, or they want to help. What's behind that is another knight. And this knight is bringing a message here with the 3 of Swords. It's almost like someone's trying to jumpstart another person to look at things differently, to challenge someone's outlook, and to try to get them to understand that because of a choice that deals with a lot of dark stuff here, there's like the color black is all throughout the reading. And I don't know if this is a misunderstanding here with the 8 of Swords in the reverse, but it does have something to do with a close relationship to you. And it sort of gives that energy of saying, it's very hard for me to look at someone through the eyes of maybe the pain they did or the pain they caused. I don't know, you might be dealing with an Aquarius as well, but I do see that whoever this person is that's trying to push for healing, they might be like pushing and saying, hey, I want your forgiveness. Hey, I want you to perhaps look at something differently. It gives a very stuck energy, but it has to do with choice. It also has to do with a choice not taken right there. Like the option was in front of this person, but they didn't choose to take it. So we need to consider this stuck place right there and try to rethink what would get things flowing again. So if you were able to watch the astrology part that I put out for you guys yesterday, this might fit for you. The other person is looking at you as if, this is a sad situation where things are not in sync relationally. It would be a lot like someone saying, I don't like the person that you're dating. I don't want you to go see that person or date that person. If there is sorrow or a loss, the loss of this relationship is actually a good thing. The letting go of this in sync thing with someone else. Maybe there was a person here who was not in sync with you, but there's sorrow around a broken relationship and a sadness. Yeah, there's a sadness here. I do see that this is an individual struggle, but it has to do with what's in the mind. And perhaps this, like, not speaking, the Two of Swords in the reverse is here as well. Someone holding back, not sharing, not speaking, not talking. If you're choosing not to speak with another person until they kind of get their stuff together, then this is it's like an urgency to want to come in and not just encourage, but inspire. And it may have to do with what you create in your life and how you create it. Yeah. And like, as soon as I laid the cards, Gemini, I was like, I know I'm going to see Gemini's story. However, I really want to see what the other person that you're dealing with, kind of like what they feel about you. And I know that you want to see that too. I do. I know that you want to see that card too. So I'm trying to see who is whom. I have an Aquarius. I have a Virgo, a Capricorn here. I also kind of catch a friendship, another air sign that you're dealing with, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. This person hears or listens or watches. They're watching in the distance how another person is creating healing in their world or in their life. And they do step in with truth. And, I'm kind of picking up this truth. This truth here kind of says, the wisdom is to heal, but not just heal. This is creating a dream to come true. And to look at something as if it's a good thing, not a bad thing. If there is separation between you and another person, this is almost like opening up and talking. But I do also catch with the Queen of Swords here that this could be like a truth in the form of a communication, like a data set. It gives me paperwork. It gives me documents. And it's sort of saying, like, if that's what it takes, then you need to look at it. If that's what it takes, then you need to observe, and you need to take the black and white data that's in front of you into account. This hastily trying to move something forward, it's explaining to another person, perhaps, how this frantic energy of ignoring, avoiding, and then rushing, avoiding, not doing, and then coming in and rushing, perhaps at the last minute, feeling that things could be done and accomplished here. There is an explanation on the other side. And it does sort of show the observance of telling someone, it's sort of like hubris. It gives off an arrogance of some sort. It would sort of say, you want to wear the crown, that's wonderful. You want to put the crown on your head, that's glorious. But you need to do this Virgo thing and stay within your limit. You're not going to get beyond this limit. You want to say that you're a leader. You want to say that you're in control. But if you look at this, you don't want to look at something. Somebody doesn't. It's not creating a calm environment. Let's say that. There's a lot of emotional upset in the background that another person can see. And again, they're trying to come in and sort of push and say, if that's the way you feel, you need to speak it. I want to know what's behind the pain on this. You know, it's sort of like leaving things unsaid only makes things more soggy and worse. It keeps another person in a space of, it's like a grouchy energy. I'm also kind of catching here someone saying, you know, if you look at the area of your life that is upsetting you, disrupting you, then the right thing to do, dang it, dude. I have the king, the queen, and the page, and the knight. All of these are in the upright. So this is moving someone forward through a communication process to bring peace. Yes, but it's also to settle the storm. It's to make a firm decision. It would be a lot like saying, you tell me you want this dream. Are you here or not? Because if you're here, I need you here. If not, then we need to push for a different kind of dream. Gemini, I kind of feel that if there was a proposal, if there was a commitment of some kind, that's sort of what's at question here. Someone communicating here. I have been loyal. I have, tried. I've shown up right here. But it would be like saying if you propose to another person and say, I want to build a family. I want to build a business. I want to create something with you. This other person is sort of saying, well, if that's the case, then where's this effort right here? Where's this responsibility right here? You can't leave things undone. If this is like a relationship with another person, someone is nervous about what another person needs. This is letting something go. Yeah, because it would say something like this. If you're choosing to stand in that position of responsibility, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you want to say, this is who I want to be, or this is what I want to be,